few days ago, I got a little bit of an early birthday present from Sammy. Now, this is a watch that I've been talking about for a while on this channel, and I've wanted one. I just never really got around to pulling the trigger on it, and yeah, Sammy picked up on the hints and got one for me. It is the Citizen ProMaster Land U822. Now, here's the thing. Whenever you're looking at a wristwatch or a piece of gear or really any item that you really want, sometimes the image in your mind, the thrill of the hunt, the chase itself is more exciting than actually getting the product. That's not what's happening with this. This is super cool. It does things I didn't even know it did, and it is just even better in person. We're gonna talk about my little first impression review today and how this fits into my life at the moment. It is 1:21 p.m. Let's get down to business. So the review of this Citizen doesn't start here. The clips you're seeing here of me struggling to do pull-ups, you know, I'm like grinding to get maybe 3 or 4 when I used to bust out like 15 plus pre-injury. Or me benching 225 here with like a modified form. You can see I'm kind of like Frankensteining it. My legs are essentially straight out in front of me because I can't go in a full arch anymore. I can't tuck my feet behind me. I can't put my feet flat on the ground anymore, so I kind of have to change things up. And I know this kind of might look easy because I'm an absolute savage, but you got to keep in mind, I was pushing like 400 plus pounds on bench pre-injury. But in those clips, I was wearing a different watch, my GShock Mudman, which coincidentally was also a gift from Sammy. And coincidentally, that GShock Mudman is also a purpose-built, resilient, tough watch, much like this Citizen ProMaster Land. Now I gotta say, that G-Shock from those clips, the G-Shock that I've been wearing pretty much in every video that I've been uploading recently, that went through probably the hardest part of my recovery thus far. It was with me through all the pain, the sweat, the puking, the tears, the medical appointments, the procedures, all the experiments. And now I have this. This is the start of a new chapter. This is a new tool for a new mission. Because now my focus isn't just to survive, it's not just to scrape and get by. Now my mission is to live. And there's a big difference. This ProMaster is just under 44 millimeters of stainless steel. It is 43.9 millimeters. Of course, this has the coveted Eco Drive movement, so always running, no battery changes, no winding. You don't have to worry about it dying. Just give it some light, artificial or natural, and it'll keep on ticking. This watch does have a sapphire crystal, again, just lending to that kind of resilient, tough build. It's got a 200-meter water resistance rating and an internal rotating compass. It has world time, has a chronograph, it has alarms. This thing even has a backlight along with crazy dual lume. So I get it, this isn't one of my kind of Art Deco vintage dress watches. It might not be the flashiest piece out there, but it's also not the biggest chunky boy. It's definitely got a smaller profile than most G-Shocks, but it also feels like a substantial, strong tool on the wrist without it being clunky and clumsy. One thing I really appreciate about this watch is that it's not super in your face. It is kind of stealth, it is kind of tactical, but it retains that overbuilt resilience. It's something you can rely on, it's something you can look at and remind yourself that you are here not just to work, you're here to thrive, you're here to succeed, and you're here to move forward, and this thing's going to be your companion every uneasy step of the way. Listen, you saw those clips earlier of me struggling to do the ugliest pull-ups out there, or those weird Frankenstein bench presses. I'm not the man I used to be, all right? I'm a little bit softer, I'm a little bit somehow even more rough around the edges. I didn't think that was possible. I walk with a limp, I'm awkward, and I'm just in constant agony, pretty much. But there is another thing about me I want to impress upon you. You know, I might not be firing on all cylinders. My lifts might not be as beautiful and impressive as they used to be. But somehow, each day that I get up, each moment that I move forward, each decision I make to not quit is another moment where I become stronger. So when everything seems to be falling apart around you, and you look down and you see something that is continuously moving, that is functioning the way it should, and is not giving up, remind yourself that you can be that way too. And if it's not your watch reminding you that, then please let it be me. You're stronger than you think you are, no matter how shaky the ground feels beneath you. Which brings me back to this ProMaster. It doesn't ask for much. It's not the most expensive watch in the world. It only asks that you earn it. And that's what I'm gonna do every step of the way. Earn it. Real quick, guys, I wanna thank everyone for the overwhelming support I got in my last video where I kind of mentioned the shift in tone of this channel and the decisions that I've been making moving forward. And I just seriously could not ask for a better support system. I am grateful and thankful for each and every one of you that's written to me so far, and everyone who has supported me through this journey and who continues to support me. I could not do this without you. Just seeing the comments you've left me and reading the emails all of you have shared with me, it really stoked the fires even higher. It got my engines running, so to speak, and it showed me I'm not the only one who is pressing forward against all odds. I'm not the only damaged person who is feeling the pain and choosing to get up anyway. And again, that is why I'm building the Damage Doctrine, a field manual for men who are broken but refuse to quit. And if that sounds like you, if it sounds like, hey, I kind of feel that way too, lost, alone, broken, but I want to move forward, then please email damage@thesimpleconsultant.com and you can join the Brotherhood, these warriors that I am learning about and learning from and talking to, who are also fighting the battle never to quit. This isn't self-help at this point. It's war.